Gonna beat the Spurs.
On the plot, Malaysia!
Hello, welcome to the Plot Malaysia. This is our 84th episode. This is the show for the fans.
By the fans!
And it's live. Woohoo! Whoa. Looking so ever so good, Harry. So good to see you. Of course, we're going to have lots of fun today, guys, because we are going to do a roundup of the game week 6 of the Premier League. But hey, we are not alone again. We have got a very special guest on the show.
Very special guest today, by the way, guys.
Very special guest today. You've seen him before once. He is none other than the host of Wan Guna. Let's welcome Mr. Ezwan Fazro.
Hey! Welcome, bro!
Power.
Hai.
Hey, one. Welcome, bro.
Hai semua. Semua sihat
Ya, sihat.
All good.
Arsenal
Semua
fans semua
sihat.
dah hilang first 5 weeks of the season. Baru sudah nampak lah. Baru nampak semua keluar.
Memang dah ada. Memang dah ada. Tunggu nak keluar je.
Nak keluar je.
Dah keluar lah.
Very good. Very good to have
Cantik.
you here with us once. Thank you so much for joining our show again. I can see, boleh nampak lah Wan memang nampak gembira. You are glowing, Everyone, the Arsenal fan here is glowing. He looks so happy. My goodness. Very good to have you on the show. So, Hari, why don't you, tell us what's going to happen today, my friend?
Oh, lots happening today, guys. We're going to review the weekend's fixtures. Obviously, some big matches this weekend, right? We had the North London derby, Arsenal lawan Spurs. I mean, big win for Arsenal. So we'll review that game. And we, of course, review the other big match from the weekend, Chelsea Man City, a little bit of United, kalah lagi. Macam sudah biasa tu.
You had to. Liverpool pun tak menang.
Itu pun biasa.
Guys, dengar cerita tak turun lagi bola tu.
Tak turun lagi?
Bola Bruno. Tak jumpa lagi.
Sudah naik satellite sana, Astro satellite sana. Okay, but very quickly, guys, before we take it any further, I've got to introduce as well. We've got another special guest today. They are dejected. They're losing 3-0 every week, but he's still sporting enough and brave enough to be on the show. So credit where it's due. It's our regular, the man who runs Spurs Asian TV, Eugene.
Hi guys. Nice to meet you, Wan.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you. First time. Yeah.
Hey, kemana tu bola Bruno?
No, we have a nickname for Dyer. We call it Moon Boots. So it's on the moon.
Maybe Moon Boot is on the moon who got the ball from Bruno. You never know.
Never know. All went missing, bro. All went missing.
I know. I mean, sad day for you, bro. A very happy day for Mr. Wan. But before we get there, before we talk about a game, guys, let's very quickly show our viewers the results from the weekend. So yeah, I mean, some big results, right? The early kickoff, Man City beat Chelsea. So Pep finally got a result over Tuchel. Finally got his revenge after so many matches. Beautiful game tactically to watch. We will discuss that. And like I said, Man United, nothing new, lost again at home against Villa. Everton 2-0 against Norwich. Everton 2-0 against Norwich. Rafa Benitez. And the best part, Rafa Benitez is going to Old Trafford next week. So another 1-0 or 2-0 defeat to United there. Leeds 1, West Ham 2. This was a good game as well. West Ham keep winning. Mikel Antonio, he's actually in my fantasy team as well. I don't know who else, guys.
Antonio.
In the chat, in the viewers have got Mikel Antonio in his team. He's going
I had Ronaldo.
Yes.
Leicester 2. Mistake, bro. Leicester 2, Burnley 2. Leicester, well, they're still not winning games, man. They're not a very good start to the season for them. Watford won, Newcastle won. I think Alain Saint-Maximin set up another goal here. So that was cool. Brentford 3, Liverpool 3. Probably
Wow.
the game of the season so
Wow.
far.
I love Brentford. Goodbye, Liverpool.
Almost lose, Liverpool.
Huh?
Yeah.
Almost, bro, but we never
Almost,
lose, lah. Still unbeaten, so we'll take that. Southampton 0, Wolves 1. Raul Jimenez, this is a good story. Raul Jimenez
Yeah.
back after a long injury,
Finally score.
fracture to the skull.
What a goal.
Finally
What a goal.
scored. I mean,
18 months.
very, very emotional moment for him. Brilliant, well deserved. Chelsea 3, Spurs 1. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
Arsenal
talk about
three.
this,
Chelsea.
Hey, Arsenal 3.
Arsenal.
Arsenal 3.
Aye,
Arsenal 3.
aye,
See,
aye,
I'm not
aye.
used to saying Arsenal win. That's why I'm confused, bro. Arsenal 3, Spurs 1.
More than
And
one
then-
goal.
More than one goal somehow. And then
More
Crystal
than one,
Palace.
yeah.
Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 1. You know what's the best part about the Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 1 result?
Liverpool still
Liverpool
top lah.
still top of the league, my friend. Liverpool still top of the league. So we'll take that.
Yeah,
like,
we
we'll
went
take
through that.
But-
We went through
But
that. Yeah.
anyone who saw the highlights of that game, really cool. Brighton scored, I think, from the last kick of the match.
Last kick of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last
Beautiful
kick
goal.
of the match.
95th
Very,
minute,
very
yeah.
good goal. He chipped the keeper, Neil
Yeah.
Maupay. So great result there.
Goalkeeper mistake also, I think was.
I think, he was off the line, wasn't he? So
No, the
but I
goalkeeper
think that-
kicked the ball out to the Brighton player. Then the Brighton player lobbed it back to Maupay. Maupay just chipped it over the goalkeeper.
Awesome.
Crazy.
Awesome. Any goal works. And it's a very big rivalry as well, that game.
Oh
You
yeah,
notice the rivalry is pretty massive, that game. But
That's
we'll
toxic rivalry, yeah.
keep that game aside because we have to start with, and we've got to spend good time with, the blockbuster match. The North London
Blockbuster.
Derby.
Come on, one.
We
Show us
can-
your scarf, man. Show us your
Ah.
scarf. Proud and
Sing a
clear,
song.
man. Come on.
In fact, I got a special gift for you today. One, wait, let me show you what
Yeah.
the gift is first. I must show you guys this gift, you know.
Oh, memang garang ni.
Oh, look at that. He put on
I had
the
go-
same celebration for him.
I
Yeah,
had
you know,
goosebumps
outside Emirates Stadium, right? There is this similar statue of Henry like this in this pose.
Yep.
You know, I think it won't be long before they have one of Aubameyang, don't you think? Side by side.
Maybe, man. Maybe Aubameyang is going great guns. Okay, so before we get your opinion on this, Eugene, because we will talk about Spurs as well and the shambles they are as a club and as a team on the field now. But let's start with the team that I predicted will win this game, and I predicted they have a very good team now and they will go on the
Yeah.
run. If anyone has been watching, I've been saying it for 2 weeks. I'm very impressed with the Arsenal starting lineup. They have a
Me too,
damn
man.
good team now, young, dynamic team. The
Energetic,
defense also
man.
is power. So I want to get your opinion. One,
Yeah.
how impressed were you with the performance? Macam mana performance is?
Wish, memang surprise. Tapi memang I memang dah predict yang game akan open because biasalah North London Derby, and I predict we will play well lah. Tapi
Okay.
yang jadi hari tu over the moon lah. Memang tip top lah. First half tu one of the best gameplay yang I tengok sejak sekian lama. Dah lama tak
I
tengok
sama.
Arsenal
I
macam
don't know about you, but
I
for
thought
me,
so too.
first 20 minutes they blew them away,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
performance dia macam dulu dalam zaman Wenger dulu tau. Speed,
Yeah.
pace,
Yes.
young, power, very
Compose.
impressive. And then I want to get your opinion as well, one, because defense you. I mean, I'll talk about the forward. I think Ram, you'll ask. I'm sure you want to talk
Yep.
about the forwards and the young forwards, but I'll start with the defense, and I'll give it Ram to talk to you about the attack lah. But I memang impressed defense Arsenal. I've been talking about it. Now they have a solid defense. It's an all new defense. If you look at it, the back five,
Yeah.
Ramsdale, brilliant goalkeeper. Some of the saves he made, brilliant.
Yep.
Of course, Gabriel, Ben White.
Gabriel.
Dua-dua pun agresif, dua-dua pun main tinggi, agresif, compose on the ball, can pass the ball from the back. Kieran Tierney tu memang lah, semua dah tahu.
Memang
Hebat.
dah tahu dah.
Tapi yang
Tomiyasu.
favourite untuk saya, Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu.
What a signing. and you know what's the best part? Spurs is the one that's supposed to buy them, but Arsenal bought them.
Yeah, and we got Emerson.
Uh,
Thanks for being on, Bobby.
yeah, they were playing in defense.
And me and Bobby been asking that. Me and Bobby's been asking, the whole 3 months. Where's Tomiyasu?
So
Ended
I
up
want to
with
get your
Arsenal.
opinion, one. That defense, I think will take you far lah. Apa opinion you dengan defense performance?
Okay. So overall Arsenal dia punya problems, big problems dia sebenarnya major problem dekat ball playing goalkeeper. Leno dia once dia dah pernah nak ada dia punya ability nak main ball playing. Tapi tak tahu makin lama tak boleh. Dia macam takut pegang bola lah. Kan? So Arteta dah fix dengan beli Ramsdale. Yang semua terkejut, dia perform gila. Dia very commanding, very vocal. Baru first game, kalau tengok dia main first game, dia dah maki-maki dah defend. Dia dah
so dia
macam
celebrate dengan defense itu hari, anything save, any tackle,
High five.
Passion
lah. Passion gila. Passion
gila. Kalau save biasa kan, passion. Kita jadi fans pun, goosebumps lah. Walaupun sebab you guys kena faham, Arsenal ni dah lama dia merana. Kadang-kadang simple pass 1-2 pass pun tahu tak? Bukan macam Spurs steady before ni. Before okay. So untuk defend, satu major problem Ramsdale. Dah fix dengan Ramsdale. Boleh main under pressure. Kalau perasan Kane, Son semua pressing, dia boleh bypass dia attacking ikut tengah. So dah jadi quick counter lah. Kan? So untuk defend, awal-awal season Arsenal kita main dengan Pablo Mari, dengan Holding. Dengan Ben White kan? Ben White.
Yes.
Tapi Ben White injured and then dengan Holding. Lepas tu Kolasinac.
Yes.
So major upgrade gila lah. Major upgrade dengan ada Gabriel. Solid macam signing baru. Solid habis. And
Ben White impressive. Main bola dia
very
compose when passing the ball out to the back.
Dia tak agresif tau. Dia the aggressive part Gabriel punya part.
Macam Rio Ferdinand Vidic partnership tau. Similar. One is the aggressor, the other one is the composed guy who plays the ball to the back.
Correct. So the partnership tu for now nampak ada lah. Memang nampak complete each other lah. So Ben White masa nama Burnley itu struggle sikit dengan aerial duel. Yalah tahulah Chris Wood dengan Ashley Barnes memang susah setiap masa memang crossing. So dua tempat tu dah settle, dah masalah tu dah fix. And then belah kanan
my god. Pemain ni he is the star signing of the summer for me so far.
Tomiyasu.
Belah kanan I boleh cakap Arsenal ni ibarat main belah kiri je. Kalau tengok video banyak I cakap kita main sebelah padang belah kiri je. So sekarang ni kita dah balance. For Arsenal fans pun boleh nampak balance kiri kanan. Sama intensity. Ada yang cakap game Spurs hari tu Tierney main tak perform. Sebenarnya bukan Tierney tak perform, tapi sebab belah kanan tu outshine dia.
Yes. Betul.
So untuk itulah my comment about defend. Memang kita kalau before this kita dah leading, kita orang dah leading 1-0 ke minit ke 90, minit ke 80 pun still tak yakin, still tak confident boleh menang. Dah leading 2-0 pun still tak confident. But this time bila tengok kita punya back four, tengok goalkeeper, memang nampak kita macam mana, kita percaya lah, kita ada confidence lah.
I don't want to beat my drum here, but I have been predicting this Arsenal team will come up. The first two games, not a good reflection because they had a lot of injuries. But if you look at that team now, it's got star quality all over and it's got characters all over. The defense, memang hebat. You look at that four at the back, it's one of the best fours in the league actually, in the top 4 and the top 5 best fours in the league. That's starting. I mean, if you get injuries ke apa, squad depth memang isu lah untuk belakang.
Betul.
Tapi yang 4 tu, yang I like Tomiyasu tu apa tau, he's a tall fullback as well, so he can defend.
6'2". Yeah.
He can defend, and the stat that was very impressive about him,
he won all.
All the duels. Never mind, he's not been dribbled past so far in any of the games, so he's very good recovery pace, brilliant, and he's faced Son Heung-min as well, but he kept him quiet.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I like about him, right? If you watch him, Kieran Tierney, watch Arsenal, Kieran Tierney makes the overlap run. Tomiyasu doesn't make overlap now. They're underlapping fullback.
Yeah.
If you watch him play, he comes inside, to support, almost like an underlapping fullback. So I think they have got the balance right now, and very impressive in defense. Very impressive in defense, and they can deal with the balls coming in now. Gabriel, Tomiyasu, all quite tall. Ben White, quite tall. So it'd be nice to see if they play a big team now. I think they'll be able to defend as well. But very impressed with the defense. Ram, I'm going to come to you to ask one about the attack, and then we'll obviously shift to Spurs and talk about their demise as well. But another two players that really impressed me. I mean, I won't say two but one, Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey was brilliant in the middle, man. He reminded me a little of Vieira. Win the ball, drive forward with the ball, get shots away. I think kalau you boleh keep Thomas Partey fit and that defense fit, I think Arsenal can go far lah. But is keeping him fit lah. Pasal saya nampak dia.
Tapi Thomas Partey selalu injury prone kan?
Dia injury prone selama ni.
Dia actually ramai yang terkejut. Thomas Partey power Sebenarnya itulah Thomas Partey dekat Atletico.
Yes.
Itu sebenarnya yang kita tak dapat tengok lagi. So sebenarnya I tak terkejut pun tengok Thomas Partey macam tu. I just ini baru betul. Thomas Partey dari Atletico yang kita beli. Dia sebenarnya tak injury prone. Dia masuk Arsenal je. Partey dia ada satu je injury dekat Atletico. Lepas tu masuk Arsenal ada 3 dah sekarang. 3 injury.
Sebab Premier League too intense lah untuk dia kan. Premier League dia like different ball game.
No, the truth is now only the party has started lah.
Yeah.
The party has started. Party has started lah. Okay, Ram, over to you, man. What about the attack lah? What impressed you about the attack, man? Maybe you can get one minute thoughts on it as well.
Okay. For me, sebenarnya bila I tengok the game, I thought the game started off very, very fast-paced. Memang tempo tinggi. Arsenal was controlling the tempo, and it's good to see because I was on the Spurs side. Sebenarnya I bet for Spurs to win, right? Because I wanted Spurs to win. I was on Spurs side. But when I saw the way Arsenal started the game, I tengok, wow, Arsenal full intensity, speed of attack unbreakable. Okay, Spurs defense were just shell shocked. Rasa dia pun terperanjat. Kenapa, how Arsenal managed to cope? Intense sangat. So the
bukan defense, itu bukan defense lah, itu statue dekat belakang.
Statue. Just like what Bob Spurs said, right? Bob said. So sebenarnya bila I tengok Emil Smith Rowe, he was brilliant for me. I tengok Bukayo Saka was absolutely fantastic. These are the two players in attack I thought was brilliant as well. So maybe one you boleh tak share with us, what was the tactics behind that work for the attack for Arsenal against Spurs defense,
Okay, so basically Arsenal punya under Arteta ni, dia punya attacking build up dia very slow before. Very slow. Dia, I tengok benda ni pun I macam selalu bising dalam video-video before. I cakap macam slow sangat build up kan. I tahu nak tarik player semua, tapi kadang-kadang slow sangat. Tapi yang jadi kat Spurs ni, dia punya tactical approach memang nampak more freedom. Dia bagi more freedom dekat player dia untuk express themselves dalam atas pedang and be more direct. Itu yang Arsenal tak ada.
Do you think the reason do you think the reason for that is because defense dah stable dengan Partey dah ada, yang lain semua you have freedom now pasal kita ada, we can defend now lah. Kita ada defenders, kita ada Partey, we can handle it. You attack saja, you express yourself, freedom.
I think that is one of the reason lah. Sebab kalau before this belah kanan nak cuba buat, and then before ni pun Pepe selalu main. Kalau perasan Pepe punya gameplay, dia slow down game tau. Dia suka slow down game, and dia sebenarnya player yang supposed to be direct. Tapi kenapa dia dekat Arsenal dia more hold up, dia hold bola. Tak tahu dah 3 orang block dia kat depan. Kan? So bila tukar Bukayo Saka masuk, approach yang sama, direct. And backup oleh Tomiyasu. So that's a big game changer lah. Belah kanan tu, belah kiri. Kalau perasan Spurs bila bola kat belah kanan belah Tierney free. Kosong. Tak ada siapa jaga. So bila transition cepat boleh counter. That is one of the ni lah. So I rasa sebab kenapa Arsenal punya attacking very intense, very clinical, sebab tactical approach Arteta lah. Dia suruh direct, dia bagi freedom tu
and also I think movement bagus. Movement
Movement off the ball.
Off the ball. The other person who very impressed me the movement, of course Emil Smith Rowe man of the match. Hebat sekali dia main, tapi Odegaard
was really good.
didn't get a lot of credit, but his movement off the ball and his one touch play was brilliant. I thought
pressing pun.
I thought hebat, and of course Aubameyang stepped up lah. So cool. Eugene, before we talk about Spurs, why don't you tell us about Arsenal? What impressed you about Arsenal?
They wanted it more. Mereka mau kan, more aggressive, like you said, lebih karakter kan, and mereka punya positioning lebih baik daripada kita. So kita punya player macam dah hilang, tak tahu nak kejar siapa. And I think Nuno punya defensive tactic was all wrong. But one, you must understand kan, kita punya record di Emirates has never been good. I think we have only won once in the Premier League at the Emirates all this time, and another one was in League Cup. That was a few years back, you see. So of course, like all Spurs fans kan, kita expectation tinggi, right? Like always, right? But of course you have to be kan, kalau tidak you bukan fan kan. But Arsenal played well, credit to them, right? Kudos to them. They wanted it more. They were more aggressive, and mereka guna otak lebih baik dari kita lah. Simple as that. The players on the pitch, you know. Yeah. So, and to tell the truth, we wanted Tomiyasu, right? But I'll go into my rant later about our owners. Right?
Yeah, but
the problem is all about our owners.
The best part is you ended up paying more money for Emerson Royal. When I think
wait, bukan. Kerana Bologna wanted upfront payment lebih.
Okay.
That was the problem.
Don't have money lah.
Levy.
Oh, got money, but Levy don't want to give.
Levy don't want to spend money. Itu problem dia.
Okay, so Eugene. Talking about Spurs, let's answer this point from Bob Spurs. I want to get your thoughts on this, lah. You know, do you think your manager is not up to it, or do you think there's another story? Because according to Bob says the manager, I mean, of course, the owners to blame, the board is to blame for hiring him, but he's not good enough. He's more of a mid-table manager. What do you think?
Okay, the way it goes, right, macam ni kan. The team lined up for last Sunday was based off the same teams that lined up against you guys last year.
Okay.
None of the new signings masuk kan? How many new signings did you have in the team? Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, who else?
Ben White,
3 already.
Odegaard,
keepers.
Odegaard. Four players.
Semua dalam key position.
Yep.
Goalkeeper, Tomiyasu right. Ben White center, right? Your creative midfielder. To tell the truth, all those players that you have, we don't, right? Okay, come down to it. Kita punya record at your place never been good. The players that kita set up, same players that happened last year, right? The core was there, right? You still see Dyer there, Sanchez there, right? Maybe we just added Tanganga kerana dia came up through the youth, all right? And then of course in the end, Emerson dan Hill keluar, Skip masuk. That was already after the second half. But during the first lineup, and we lost that during first 20 minutes of game, we were lost. Totally lost. And I think apa Nuno buat is dia set up untuk attacking, right? Thinking defense kita boleh tahan. Tapi as you don't forget, tahun lepas kan under Mourinho, what happened to our defense? Kita boleh score 3 gol, kita pun boleh lepas 3 gol dalam satu match. So I think these are all the factors are coming out. And you base the stats at the moment, kita punya stats of running on the pitch is the lowest. So I think there's a very big problem in the fitness. Or the players have just, and Nuno came out at the press conference said that players didn't follow to his plan. Habis lah. That means there's already showing of dissent in the dressing room. Okay, but and I'm sure you understand one. Kita punya season ini starting tak baik. Manager masuk lepas 72 hari lepas Mourinho kena goreng. Okay.
Okay.
Dan lepas tu Kane punya saga. Dia nak pergi MCT. Levy tak nak bagi dia pergi. Sekarang dia
Hmm.
merajuk pula. Boleh nampak kan dia merajuk.
Dia
he's not
merajuk
playing.
ke dia
My
memang
God.
macam tu.
I just
No.
gonna say this, like literally when I see this Kane saga, all these things happening it's really, really too much of drama for football. Don't you think so, Eugene? It's like just too much of things happening.
Nah,
But
the thing with Kane-
Can I give, before you go on your, I'm sure you want to express this a lot more as well, Eugene. I can see the frustration coming out of you. But can I say something? I said for a couple of weeks now, I look at the Arsenal team, they will climb the table. They're a good team. You can see the future. You can see young players, see quality players. You can see the way they're going to play. I look at Spurs and it's opposite. It's not the manager's fault because he came in, he played well with Wolves. Dia boleh main bagus, tapi dia main 5 at the back. He got good players in Wolves. To be honest, he had better midfielders in Wolves than he got in Spurs lah. And the problem he has is Spurs have a very poor team. Apart from Son and Kane, no, even the first 11. I'm sorry, Dyer is not a good defender. He's a crap defender. Sanchez is a crap defender.
I
Emerson
senyum
Royal
bila tengok
not proven.
Sanchez first I senyum.
Yeah,
Error
Arsenal so
prone.
happy to see him.
Yeah. And that's why you're saying kita tak nampak Romero, kita punya most expensive defender pun tak masuk.
Yeah.
Best defender in Serie A tak masuk. No, guys, the problem is right.
No, and one more thing. Sorry, Eugene, before you get into it, that was the defense. Your midfield also is crap. I'm sorry.
It's crap.
Hoiberg in there, who's okay. He's half decent, but next to him,
Hoiberg is a
Ndombele,
CDM. Yeah, and Ndombele, Dele Ali, crap.
And Ndombele doesn't play half the time. He's injured or he doesn't have the mood half the time.
He
half
doesn't
the managers
running.
don't trust him.
No.
Doesn't run
And Ndombele
much.
doesn't have the fitness.
Dele Ali
running.
never played the whole season last year, completely off form. So you don't have the midfielders who can defend, apart from Hoiberg. He's all alone. You don't have midfielders who can add anything, who can give the ball to Kane and Sean.
No,
and you
no
don't have a
creative
defense.
midfielder. Yes.
That means 70% of your team is crap. If you ask me, that's why
It
I
is
look
crap.
at Spurs. I look at
I mean,
Spurs
that-
and I actually worry
that-
for them.
That
I
just
don't worry for
explains
Arsenal. I
that
worry
just
for
explains
Spurs
the
big time.
two goals they scored in open play. That just explains that in the whole game, all the 6 games so far, they've only scored 2 games in open play. So
And
Yeah,
they've
guys.
conceded 9 goals in 3 games.
Yeah,
in the
yes, I
Premier
know.
League.
Guys,
So
this
you can't defend, you
is
can't attack.
this is the problem kan. Kita punya owners kan. Bila building the stadium kan. 3 transfer window kan. Tak beli players. 3 transfer windows, we didn't get 1 new player in. While they were trying to cover over the cracks, kita sampai kepada Champions League final. When we reached Champions League final in the 2018 kan, everything was hunky-dory. Semua orang happy kan. Tapi Pochettino was not happy. He already knew the problems were there. Bila tu stadium naik kan, Pochettino sudah cakap, I bukan manager, I head coach saja. Sekarang sekarang you ada rumah yang mewah, tapi mana furniture dia? So Pochettino kena goreng, tak apa. Alright. Lepas tu dia bawa Mourinho masuk. Ego appointment by kita punya owner, Levy. And at the same time, when Mourinho masuk, it gave hope to Son and Kane because there's a world-class manager masuk to bring us forward. But bawa Mourinho masuk, you tak bagi weapon bagi Mourinho hantam kan, Mourinho punya hati pun akan pecah kan. Saya nak Skriniar, you bawa Rodon, right? Saya nak satu creative midfielder, tak ada orang datang. You got to stay with Ali and you got to stay with Ndombele, right? That's why our squad has been stuck, right, in history, has not moved forward. That is the problem. And now this season, we are going to pay the price for that mistakes that have been made by the owners, right? And the voice of the Spurs fans are getting louder and louder. At least you guys spend 150 million pounds kan season ini untuk player. Kita belanja berapa? Half of them loan punya. Overall spending 20 over million pounds.
I want to ask you a very interesting question lah. Do you now feel that you should have sold Harry Kane and got the 100+ million pounds and bought players?
Bro, to tell the truth, I was expecting Harry Kane to leave.
Yeah, you were prepared for that. I know you said
I
it
was
before.
prepared. I was
that,
prepared for that. Just as long if MCT datang dengan nombor yang patuhan untuk Levy.
Tinggi lah.
See?
Beli mahal lah.
See, the thing is that now there's a rumor coming out, right? MCT last bid was 130 million. Levy nak 160. Apa yang nak buat? Harry Kane punya problem, Harry Kane punya problem
agree that he should have been sold, like, even if it's for 130, you should have sold him, got the money, invested in the squad instead of
tell you-
keeping
to-
a Kane. Kane doesn't look happy, bro. He's not playing.
Harry, to tell the truth, sell or don't sell also no issue. We sell Harry Kane kan for 160 million pound kan. We're going to spend 16 million pound on a striker lah. Simple as that lah. Kita punya philosophy mah.
Yeah.
We're not going to buy a ready-made player. Have you
Yelah,
not noticed?
Guys,
Have you
tapi if you got 160, but if you punya gameplay daripada Loris ke Son ke Kane, you think boleh go jauh ke?
Tak boleh.
Cannot. You need the team. You
Cannot.
need- yeah.
Cannot. That's why I'm saying. Sometimes cannot even blame Nuno, right?
Yeah,
During the
This
during
for
the
me,
transfer window,
not
during
his
the transfer
fault,
window, it's not his fault. During the transfer window, we were linked to Pochettino lah, Conte lah, all the Ganas punya nama manager kan, right? And that was during, you know why? Because the renewal of the season ticket holders kan jatuh.
Nak pancing
So
balik lah.
Yes, you tahu kita owner buat apa lah,
yes.
pancing. Lepas tu kita Fonseca, kan? The whole of last season, kita fan base was shouting for a DOF. So what he goes out and buy a DOF, and this DOF kan is another ego buying, ego appointment. Because to tell the truth, Paratici is not an attacking minded DOF. He's
So
from
he really
Italy. He's from Italy lah. Come on lah, bro. Right now, what do you expect?
More
from him?
defensive. Yeah.
He's a more defensive DOF.
Long ball lah.
We wanted
Long
Ragnick
ball.
or Campos ke, right? No, we didn't get him. We were supposed to go for who's the Ajax manager?
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag. Yeah, early we
yeah.
were supposed to go for Ten Hag. Because even earlier than that, we were linked to Nagelsmann. By the time Mourinho ada.
Before even by
Kan ada troll untuk Spurs yang nobody want to manage Spurs.
Oh yes. That's
So
why
sebab tu
we
dia
had
beli
to,
Nuno.
yeah lah. That's why we went through 300 managers lah, linked to lah, 300 managers linked to, okay, and then about 8 of them more serious, okay. In the end, we end up with
Shortlisted 8 lah.
shortlisted 8, then we get Nuno, right? Come on. So the problem kan, kita fan football, we love our club, right?
Yeah.
In this world now, there are a lot of fans category kan. Fans like me, Hari Ram and Wan, we come out and do YouTube videos. We do, you know, to educate kita punya fans bagaimana, you know, meet the fans, educate. But kita punya owner pandai. He has divided the fan base already because there's a
Divide
group of
and
fan
rule.
base. Yes,
Divide
divide
and rule,
There
bro.
is a fan base out there, right? Who see dia kan like satu brilliant businessman, right? At least we are not bankrupt. Okay, at least we are this, at least we are that. Look at my beautiful stadium. So dia sudah buat satu fan base kan, based on glamour, not based on glory.
Anyway,
so you are the glamour,
anyway,
you are the glory.
I mean, it's been brilliant hearing you run. Like, to be honest, Eugene, it's some very valid
and
facts there. as well.
and run in Malay, you know.
that was brilliant. That was
Awesome.
brilliant.
Hey, Ran.
Brilliant.
But-
And I haven't done that in a
Brilliant.
long time. I haven't spoken in Malay in
Brilliant.
such a long time. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Every
But,
time
but
like
let's.
YouTube,
But
it's always
we're
in
gonna have
Bahasa
to. We're gonna have to move on to discuss some of the other
Yes,
games
yes,
quickly
yes,
as well.
yes,
But before
Yeah.
we go, a couple of things I want to ask. Right. First question to Eugene. A quick answer from you is, bro, is London Red?
You're talking north, south, or west or east? Got you there, man.
What is London Red?
For me, kalau realistic lah, I think
Blue lah.
North London is red.
Yeah.
Itu everyone know
Why?
lah.
Why? You
North
guys
London
are
is
still
red,
South
yeah.
Londoners lah. You're not North Londoners lah.
But for London, I think Chelsea is still top lah. Top team.
No matter what me and Wan agree kan, at this point of moment, we have to give respect to Chelsea. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
Champions
now,
League
now,
winner lah.
now another quick question. One, your top 3 players from the weekend for Arsenal. Top 3 hit.
From Arsenal,
Yes.
Bukayo Saka, Tomiyasu, Ramsdale.
Awesome. Now, Eugene, your top 3 flops from the Spurs side from the match
What top
this
3
weekend.
flops? All of them are flops.
Susah nak pilih lah, Eugene.
Yeah.
Hard
Oh,
to choose
top
lah.
3 flops. The flop, Levy, Paratici, Nuno. Top 3 flops. All right.
One
That was a
question
top
lah.
three,
One question lah. Eugene, you actually sebenarnya kita dua ni benda yang sama je yang jadi. Macam Spurs ni baru bina stadium. Arsenal dah
what
bina
Arsenal
stadium
went
dulu.
through, bro.
What
Yes,
you
I know.
are going what Arsenal went through, but you have a crap manager. For
No,
us,
we're not.
we have
not crap manager. We got crap owners.
crap
No,
owners
no, no.
lah.
No, actually,
Yeah.
I agree
Actually-
with what one is saying. You know why not? Because
Yeah.
the reason why Arsenal was able to sustain in the top four bila dia build stadium
Because
dulu
Wenger.
was because of Wenger. He
Yeah,
never used to
Oh,
get
you're
good
talking.
buys, you know.
You're talking
He used
about
to get
going
crap
backwards
buys.
lah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Going
because
backwards
yeah.
until
After
Wenger
the-
time
Yeah,
the time lah. Yeah.
So
After
if you
the
got a
stadium
manager
build-
Wenger
that can help you
stabilize
sustain, yes.
stabilize
Yes.
your finances and all that. But you
Yes,
guys
yes.
must understand, kita punya stadium built on a 30-year loan. Mortgage 30 tahun tau. So by the time I 80 tahun kan nak mati pun tak tahu akan nampak cup tak. Elah.
Boleh lah, cup boleh. Saya bawa cup untuk you.
You know,
Next time we meet up in the Mamak store, you must bring me a cup, huh?
Yeah, cup.
I just had to say this, right? I mean, we are so happy, to have an Arsenal fan, a Spurs fan on the show with us, and of course, both of us. I'm a United fan, and Harry's Liverpool fan. So we have quite a variety of support over here. And I tell you honestly, I was literally just listening and watching you guys rant, and both of you, Juan and Eugene, is so freaking amazing. And of course, I have to say, Eugene, you look so much better now after you let everything off your chest. How do you
You got a
feel?
smile
How
on
do
your
you
face,
feel,
bro.
man?
You got a smile on your face now.
Guys, I'm a 40 over years of being a Spurs fan. I'm
Yep,
unfazed by this, right?
Is this the
Tell the
worst
truth,
ever?
I never. No,
Is this the worst phase ever?
Tell the truth, no. There have been worse phase before. Don't forget, Sugar Times weren't that good. The time I was very young, in those were
Yep,
90s. The time Sugar Times wasn't that good, right? So
Yep,
until Enid came along, this is not the bad. Talking about football wise, right? This is one of the worst phase that we've gone through. Okay.
Yep.
In the end of the day, comes down to it. If you love your club, no matter
You
what
support
happens,
them under any
You
circumstance,
support them
bro.
under any
Yeah.
circumstances.
Yes,
Yep.
We have all gone through tough times.
Yeah.
No?
but we have the right to be sing lah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, bro,
We have the
of
right to
course.
be sing lah. Yeah. We have the right to be sing.
All right, let's entertain ourselves a little bit now. A game that
Oh,
doesn't
Ankit,
bother
Ankit.
most of us. Of course, Ankit's from
Kids in the
Chelsea.
chat. Yeah.
Yep.
Why don't you
Chelsea.
send him a link and bring him on? Send him the link and bring him on too.
The blue side of London lost to Man City lah. Tuchel finally lost to Pep Guardiola. Very quickly, guys, let's get your opinions on this. Man, one, macam mana game ni? You ada nampak game ni tak? And what were your thoughts on the game?
Game ni I tak tengok sangat sebenarnya sebab I
Okay.
tengok MU dengan
Villa.
dengan Villa sebab
Okay.
I see the pattern macam MU nak kalah ni. Kan? So
Yeah.
I watch the Villa because you know as a rival kita ada kita dapat happiness dari team kita menang dengan rival kita kalah. Betul tak?
Kalah,
Betul.
betul.
Sikit-sikit
betul,
lah, sikit lah.
Betul,
Sikit lah,
brother.
sikit lah.
Alah Eugene.
Sikit-sikit
You
lah.
tahu apa saya buat? You tahu apa saya buat? I watching on my phone live score semua saya nampak MU dekat Aston Villa 0-0 kan. Saya don't want to jinx it. So I keep watching the channel. Saya ada macam tu tau. Macam tu tau. If I turn channel, MU akan score. So tak nak.
Tak, betul.
0-0 kan sekarang. Saya tak tengok. Saya tak nak jinx. Sampai
Superstitions, yeah.
sampai injury times I know like going to
Penalty
finish. Baru saya switch.
You know,
kat sana.
Patu penalti.
You know what happened to me? You know what happened to me? You know what happened to me when the corner was taken before when Villa's goal that was supposed to happen, right? My TV froze. My TV literally froze. Okay.
Smart TV
and
ke?
then I was smart TV, not so smart after all. So so the cross came in, right? Literally my TV froze, and then I got an update from Manchester United app. United 0, Villa 1. I'm like, WTF, FTW, all the W's and the T's all came out from my mouth. I was like, shit, man. I couldn't believe it. It was that bad.
But we will get to the Man U Villa game quickly as well. But this game, Man City Chelsea, what Ankit says here is quite interesting as well. I mean I don't want to beat my drum again, but I said Pep will get a win here. This time I think he'll get one over Tuchel. I thought, and I'll give my thoughts and then get your thoughts as well, guys. But I thought it was a one-sided game like never, man.
It was
completely one-sided. Man City attacked.
I watched the game,
and I got
I watched the game.
They didn't have one shot on target at home. So is
Yeah.
the question here is, was City good or was Chelsea just damn bad?
Okay, before anyone says anything, I got to give a shout out to BC, who actually said that Lukaku would disappear in this game. So
Yes.
BC,
Yeah.
right on the
That was-
spot,
yeah.
you said that Lukaku would disappear, and he
Yeah, he's
did.
just a small time bully lah, small club bully.
statue. He was a statue
Yeah.
in attack for
Nah.
Chelsea. Yeah, go
So what
on.
are your thoughts, guys? Was it City were too good atau Chelsea yang teruk sangat?
I think from my perspective, kalau tengok Thomas Tuchel ni, dia punya tactical pun memang suka counter. I think
Very
dia nak bawa
defensive kan? Very defensive.
Very
Yeah.
defensive. Tapi I rasa dia nak bawa approach tu. Dia nak bawa approach counter tu. Sebab tu Werner main betul.
Werner dengan Lukaku ya. Betul.
So I think nak buat macam tu tapi tak menjadilah. That's what I thought lah. So,
I did watch. Yeah. I did watch the match a bit, and City came out on the front foot from the very start. Blow out the whistle, dia hantam saja. They control the ball. They were running around the Chelsea players. Guys, don't forget. I think at the moment now, right, we are coming to the stage where a lot of teams are playing midweek, right? Right. Don't forget, Arsenal. You weren't in the Arsenal wasn't playing any European games, guys. So you weren't playing in the midweek. That's why fitness levels goes up and down. So I think don't forget. Even though Chelsea played at home and they won 1-0 only, if I'm not mistaken, in the Champions League game, kan? Right.
That was
So-
the week before, yeah. But that's no excuse, right?
sorry.
City also
Yeah.
plays.
Yeah.
City also plays in Europe, and then Chelsea have such a big squad. It's not really an excuse,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, betul.
Yeah. No, like you said, like
But
what Ankit said, if you come out, you want it more, you are more aggressive.
Yeah.
Like what happened to Spurs and Arsenal, kita lay back and kena hantam lah.
Betul.
my question to all Chelsea fans, and of course, everyone in this panel over here is, you see, Tuchel had overcame Pep like 3 occasions already. It proven that whatever he has done worked, right? It worked on 3 separate occasions. Why didn't he stick with the same plan? Because what worked, you don't change. But I felt Tuchel actually tried to change things around, I felt that cost him. What do you guys think? Hari, what do you think? What does everyone think over
I
here?
actually know. I think he did try to play the same way again. That's why Werner played.
Yes.
But Pep had devised a plan to counter
Yeah,
that already.
Yes.
Pep
Yes.
found a way to
Yeah.
counter that, and
Yes.
and that's why they dominated the game from start to finish. It was one-sided, and I must give credit where it's due, lah. I've been saying that he's not doing that well, expensive buy, but Jack Grealish I thought was brilliant. I thought he had a very
he was.
good game. He should have scored 1 or 2 goals as well. The keeper made some good saves. But yeah, I thought Jack Grealish was very, very good in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the thoughts from that game, but City came out on top, probably looking like favorites now again. Now maybe they're back to their best. But
No, they're
also
always favorites in every season, Harry. I
Yeah,
mean,
with
they
Yeah.
go through a blip, but
Bro,
when they- when they go through
one
a blip,
billion
the
pound
difference is-
team lah. Come on,
Yeah.
£1 billion squad.
difference-
You're not favorites, who is?
Yeah, the difference
Every
with
season
City
pun
and other
spend
teams
banyak
is
dia.
that the way they come out, the way they actually rise above the occasion. When they lose, they show you the next game they can actually do something. So
Yeah.
No, but the fact that
yeah,
this season people were saying they don't have a striker, they don't have any striker, but you see they still play
they
damn
don't
well.
need-
The-
they don't
They
need a
didn't.
striker.
They didn't have a striker last season, pun. Sama kan?
They
Yeah.
don't need a striker,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
They have
Jesus
they have
was the man who
Jesus.
scored in the end.
Jesus
Yeah.
Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
Tapi
play. And you know what?
main wing lah sekarang kan.
Yeah, but this very interesting point. Jesus playing on the wing, actually, yeah. So they don't play with Jesus as a striker also. This is very interesting, right? I thought Kante had a poor game, man. I thought I was surprised.
For
but
the
I
first
thought
time, right?
Yeah,
You don't
I
normally say
thought
that.
Kante had a... And also what was very good to see was finally someone was able to beat Tuchel and dominate Tuchel's Chelsea. So hopefully other teams are able to employ the similar tactics. Or, I don't know. But hopefully teams learn something. And at least now I feel they are not unbeatable. So from Liverpool point of view, I'm happy.
Yeah.
True,
That at least you don't feel they're
Yeah, from
unbeatable.
Liverpool point of view, right?
Of course.
And from Liverpool's point of view, Man City is
Yeah.
their next opponent. So just saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
from a Liverpool point of view, yes.
we will teach Chelsea how to play City in your home ground.
Go
Hopefully
ahead.
lah,
Harry. I'm ready to watch the game. I'm so happy to
Interesting,
watch the
like
game. I can't wait for
Kante
it,
was
yeah.
ill, so maybe that's why. Good point, Ankit. Thanks for
okay.
bringing it up. All right, guys, very quickly, let's talk about this game because we have to talk about the game because Ram's team, so we have to talk about them,
Ah.
and I have a lot of joy when I talk about this game also.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go
Lama
ahead.
sikit
Yeah.
lah kita cerita pasal
Honestly, guys, I
Cristiano
didn't watch the game.
Bruno
Yeah.
Fernandes, Cristiano
was
Okay.
Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba main rumah dekat Aston Villa kalah teruk. Apa jadi?
I ada banyak benda nak tanya Ram sebenarnya.
Okay,
Go ahead.
bring it
Okay.
on, Mr. Wan Guna.
I tak nak tanya pasal match ni lah. I
Okay.
tanya overall lah.
Yep.
Were you happy with the signings awal sekali?
I mean, yeah, if you ask me about the signings that United bought,
Yeah.
yes, I was actually very excited because
Yeah.
finally because you must understand one, for the longest time, United never really had a top dollar signing. United never really had something that we could cheer about. We always had the same team that were going out, and then of course the players that we bought became flops, which that was the case.
You buy
So
a star
now-
but flop.
Yes, exactly. So this time, of course, when you see players being added into the squad like Rafael Varane, you've got Jadon Sancho, and then of course Ronaldo that came in as well. Of course, Ronaldo is no surprise lah. He scores a lot of goals. He will guarantee
He can
goals.
score,
No
huh?
surprises. I was happy with the signing, but I think I have to be honest. If all United fans watching this, I think Solskjaer needs to allow these players like Sancho especially to express himself in the games. I think he's lacked that expression, but I'm very very sure that he will perform well in the next coming games as well. So it's just a matter of time for these players to get adjusted. But I'm very happy that Rafael Varane is contributing immensely in defense. Yes, we have considered goals. I admit that, but Maguire is obviously not. Is the weakest link. He is the weakest link in defense. Sometimes I feel Varane has to cover his back, to actually defend. But other than that, I think I'm very happy one. So thank you for that question. I'm actually a very happy man with the signings.
Sebab last season kan fans MU semua cakap yang diorang boleh jadi title contender if tambah 2-3 player lagi. So
Yes, betul.
season ni kita you guys dah tambah 2-3 player. So adakah you guys rasa you guys boleh jadi title contender?
Okay, title contenders, to be very honest, obviously every single fan, like United fan, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, even Chelsea fans will say, yes, you want to go for the title. But I'm going to hold my guard down. I'm going to bring my guard down. I'm going to swallow my pride a little bit. I know that there are better teams in the Premier League. I have to say, I know Liverpool is doing much better. Chelsea is doing brilliant this season.
But
Man
Ram,
City is doing brilliant. And I also have to say,
you have the best squad
but
though.
Ram, you have
On
you guys
paper.
have a good, you have one of the best teams in the Premier League at the moment.
on
It-
paper,
you
but sometimes
But the manager is the problem.
The manager
You gotta
is
admit it.
okay, fine. People are saying the managers, but I think we just needed to have a CDM, which we could not fulfill at this transfer window.
Hey, no
Do you want
team,
do,
no
no, wait,
team, no
do
team.
you want Harry Winks? I'll send it to you.
That's a good one. Hey, can I give my thoughts here, Ram? Let me give my thoughts. I want to see if other guys agree as well. When you said the manager should let Jadon Sancho express himself, I actually think that's the problem with United. I think the manager doesn't have a set way of playing. He doesn't have a game plan. He's not a tactical guy. So what is happening is you're just winning. When you win games, it's just because of individual brilliance, because of individual brilliant players. So you don't want your players to just express themselves. You want a game plan. You want gameplay. And I don't think there's a set way of playing. There's a set way of beating teams. There's a set way of how you're going to break through a tight defense.
I mean,
Chelsea have a way of playing. Liverpool has a way of playing. Even Arsenal have a way of playing now. There's a philosophy.
Correct.
There's a
But
style
you
of
must
play.
understand.
In
You
your
must
case,
understand.
it's all about Bruno Fernandes brilliance, or Ronaldo brilliance. It's just individual
But, yeah,
brilliance, and
Pogba
that won't
guys,
take you far.
brilliance.
No,
Yeah.
now I got one question for Ram also.
Okay.
Since
Bring it on.
Bruno buat moonshot kan?
Yeah.
Right.
Still the ball to be
So-
found, actually, by the way.
Yes, all right.
Yeah.
So now I think Ronaldo is going to merajuk because he wanted to take the penalty kick.
Well,
When that penalty kick came out, right? He was standing behind Bruno.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
staring
yeah.
at.
Did you
Annie.
see what the keeper did, by the way?
Oh, hey,
Martinez.
keeper.
Nampak tak?
Oh, that keeper is fantastic! I tell you, he
He-
shouting.
he
Dia
was-
side
He
mind.
told Ronaldo, you need to
Yeah.
take it. You need to take it.
Yeah,
And he
you
caused a
need to
bit of-
take it. Yeah,
He messed with Bruno's head,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I said
Well, I
Ronaldo should have
feel-
taken it. Is it?
I feel. Of course, I don't think there's any Marajo or anything like that, lah. I don't think so.
To tell
I
the
think the
truth,
responsibility, I think
got
the
funny
responsibility
feeling.
given,
I got a funny feeling. Ronaldo is there, right? And if Ronaldo doesn't get what he wants, right, he's going to turn on Ole very soon. Watch it.
I think
The results
I
don't
think-
come, he will turn on Ole very soon. Because don't
Yeah.
I
forget,
think-
these guys' egos, right, are bigger, right? Unless it's Sir Alex who comes back down and smack him, right? Then it will
And
change.
also one more thing, Aram. I noticed the little bit I watched or what I heard as well from pundits and all, that when actually, because now with Ronaldo there, he has to play every game as a striker, pretty much he has to start, right? But apparently when Cavani came on, United's game improved. He involved the team better and all that.
Yeah.
So you
He
see,
got the penalty.
because of Ronaldo now, are you keeping Cavani away from the team when actually he will improve the way the whole team plays? So I think the Ronaldo signing may backfire for other reasons actually.
Okay, to be very honest, Harry, you have a point about how Cavani changed the game. Of course, sometimes players come off the bench. Any player that comes off the bench, fresh legs, you tend to change games. You know,
Not
it could
Spurs
happen
players.
anyway. That is an exception. That is an
Let's take
exception.
it.
I understand. Okay. So I have to say that I don't think so. I think you're right in a sense that maybe Solskjaer needs to come up with better tactics because he's not a tactical manager. There could be games that he should be playing a 4-4-2 up front, maybe with Ronaldo and Cavani. You never know. There could be games where you should play with one striker. So I think to be very honest, right, there are some games that his tactics does not match with what the other team is going to bring on. And of course, with Aston Villa that came into Old Trafford, I felt there was a bit of complacency from Ole. I thought he thought that okay, this win is on the bag. This is going to be in the bag. It's going to be an easy game. You know, we're going to rock in the Premier League and stuff like that. But you see, I'm not sure if all United fans agree with me, but sometimes when I see things like this happen, especially a defeat, okay, I think a defeat this early under this circumstance, okay, should only be a wake-up call for all kinds of managers that actually go through it. Should be a wake-up call for the entire squad. So now I am a little bit, not say happy lah, but I'm a bit relieved in the sense that there is some pressure on Ole to deliver right now because of what happened at Old Trafford, and inevitably because of this pressure, he has to do something that's going to change the game. He has to.
But
he has to.
But Ram, you're saying one defeat. In the last 4 games, you have lost 3 games, You have lost against young boys. You lost against West Ham in the
West
cup.
Ham.
Correct.
You lost against Villa. And now the pressure on him going into Villarreal, I think tomorrow or tonight, right? Villarreal is crazy.
Tomorrow.
If he loses or draws that game, your Champions League future is in doubt. And that club is basically gone 5 games with just 1 win. So
one.
I think one will join us back again. Like probably lost connection.
Okay.
But I think a lot of pressure on Mr. Oli.
For sure. But you see, end of the day, Harry, just to go back to last seasons for Liverpool went through a lot as well. So many defeats on the trot. I know you say about injuries and things like that. Yes, it happens, and sometimes teams have to perform because they're expected to perform. But you see, Tuchel turned things around, and very quickly he did. He turned things around. Liverpool ended up in 3rd spot. 5 points behind United.
Klopp.
Klopp.
Yeah.
Don't compare Klopp to Solskjaer, bro. You're insulting Klopp. If you compare Klopp to Solskjaer, you're insulting one of the best managers in the world. I will not accept that, bro.
I am not. But I'm just giving an example that teams like
United,
Liverpool,
must remember,
Chelsea, Arsenal, except for Tottenham. They have that grit. There is a history in teams like this that they can perform, they can play football, they can score goals. It's just that now I'm saying is this has to be the wake-up call because it is. Yes, we lost to young boys, we lost to West Ham, and now we lost to Villa. This Villa game had to be. And remember, I said last week, Harry, with BC on the show, I said this game is going to be a decider. This game will decide what's going to happen to the season. And now we lost. So that's why we have to do something after this game. And yes, if United loses to Villarreal,
so Ole out lah.
Ole out.
For me personally, no. But I
Ole
think
is on the wheel, lah. He's not out. He's on the wheel.
But for me
the wheel
personally,
is
no.
going round and round.
Guys, Nuno has lost 3 games in a row. The whole Spurs fan base is really jumping on Nuno out.
Yeah,
I think what's the best. What's the best idea? You guys should exchange managers, bro. Oli to Spurs. Okay, actually, that's a joke. That's a joke. But by the way, actually, guys, I just want your thoughts as well. One as well as Eugene. Doesn't the United situation remind you a little bit of Chelsea? When they had Lampard there, a fan favorite, a legend at the club. Everyone didn't want him to get sacked. But the board made a ruthless decision, sacked him and brought in a far better manager in Tuchel. And look where they went. They won the Champions League. They're flying now. don't you think that United is just being too loyal? The fan base,
Yeah.
they should just act, because you can get a far better manager with this squad that you have of Galacticos and take you far further. You're being held back by your manager. That's my thoughts.
For my opinion, I think mostly fans MU ni they still in denial lah.
Yeah, agree.
Betul lah?
Blind love, blind
No,
love.
I think
This
no
is
one. I fikir kan. It's not that. I think the MU fans think, right? Actually, Sir Alex is actually managing the team di belakang. That's why they're letting Ole buat. You see, that's the only thing they see.
Nah.
See? That's
Nah.
that's the scary part lah. Yeah.
I think dia macam
Arteta is far
diorang-
better than Ole lah. Arteta has got 1 cup at least so far.
I think MU fans pun rasa Ole needs to go. Sebenarnya macam Ram sendiri cakap tadi lah. I think dia kena ada tactical yang betul lah. Ada filosofi yang nampak. Kan?
Yeah.
So bila
Yep.
cuma biasalah. Sama je mostly fans dia tak nak lah. Kita macam
You see,
Harry cakap
you-
terlalu loyal pun salah juga. Tapi
You see,
I
Harry,
think
yeah.
kalau more better manager datang, I think MU
Different
fans
level
okay
lah.
je sebenarnya.
Yeah.
And to be very
No, but like
honest, right?
macam one. Okay, during the first 3
Yeah.
games for Arsenal, kalah 3 kali straight down,
Yeah.
right, at the bottom of the table. Your fans also were. There are the parts of the
Yeah.
section kan,
Yeah.
also calling for
Arteta
Arteta out.
Yeah.
Betul tak?
So it's about
So
win and
it's a-
losing. It's about winning and losing.
Nah.
It's never about
Yeah.
okay. To be very honest, right? A win is a win. So
Yeah.
if let's say any team in this panel away, all your teams, if let's say you played a game, you played shit, for example, okay,
Yeah.
and you still won the game. Hey, yeah, we won. You guys are going to be cheering on the team.
Yeah,
Okay,
remember the
well done,
Spurs?
we won. But even if you played so well, okay, and lose the
You
game, for
lose.
example, it's always going to be a question of, oh shit, you know, this manager, is he good enough? Is he good enough to take us? So this is the thing, right? I'm okay the fact that we lost against Villa, but of course I will not be okay if we lose against Villarreal in the Champions League, because I cannot stand the idea of United going into the Europa League again.
On a-
This season
not
with
winning-
all of them.
and not
on a
winning it
lighter
again.
on a lighter situation, I hope you guys get a win over Villarreal. You know why? Because I want Ole to be on the wheel forever. Bro, I want Ole to be
Oh.
on the wheel
Okay,
forever.
Hurry.
Ram, remember, trust the process. He's going to that
Trust
road
the
again.
process.
Trust the
It's okay.
process.
Trust
It's
the
okay,
process.
But Hari, I'm going to say this to you, and I'm going to say this on this show today. Okay, every one of you listening, be careful what you wish for, Hari. That's what I want to say.
Yes. And
careful what
remember,
you wish
Harry, look at Spurs.
57 minutes and 54 seconds. Remember this.
All right, guys, enough of Man United talk. We talked about like 2 mid-table teams. There's no United and Villa. Let's talk about top mid-table clash, you know.
Are you freaking sure mid-table? Hello.
Let's
Watch your
talk
words.
about the 2 teams that played the best game of football this weekend. Like, did
Nah,
anyone watch this
respect
game
for
or
it.
not?
Oh, I watched
Brentford
Is it
played football.
Arsenal?
Liverpool did
it.
not.
Yeah.
Oh,
watched
Brentford,
it.
Liverpool, bro. I mean, Arsenal game was brilliant, but it was one-sided. This was
Yeah.
an end-to-end game, bro.
End to end. Yeah.
Anyone who saw
Liverpool
this
was 2-0 up, right?
2-1.
If I'm not mistaken.
They were down 1-0, and then
They were down
came
1-0.
back
They
1-1.
got they
Yeah,
got back
yeah.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the
game.
game. I saw the game. It was
Liverpool
good.
Yeah,
were
I saw
down
the
1-0.
game.
They came back to lead 2-1, and then Brentford
1, yeah.
equalized, and Liverpool scored. Brentford equalized again.
Equalized.
Anyone who
Yeah.
watched, I mean, let me speak from a Liverpool fan point of view first. I got to say, credit to Brentford. That's the toughest
Absolutely,
team.
man.
That's the
Yeah,
toughest
yeah.
team we have played so far in the last, I would say, the last 2 or 3 or 4 months or whatever. And they really attack you. They don't give a damn. They throw bodies
Yeah.
forward. They were playing smart as well because they were playing high balls. And then they were playing with 2 strikers, so they kept winning the ball, and there was always a runner, and then there was midfield runners as well. There were
Antonio.
times when they were crossing the ball, and there were 4 or 5 people in the box. They were just throwing
Yeah.
people forward. So they were playing a
Yep.
very risky game, taking a chance, but it worked for them. They got a draw out of it.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
in the process, that's why I say I got to give them credit because they were taking a gamble and a risk, and they were willing. They were very brave. Liverpool had the chances on the break to actually kill the game off. They had lots of chances, but credit to Brentford because they kept going. They didn't give a damn. They were throwing bodies forward. And I must also say the tactics were right by the manager. The manager is really cool. He played high balls.
Yeah, Paul Frank.
He was targeting the back post as well. But
Yep.
credit to the 2 strikers. I thought Ivan Toney.
Tony.
Oh my
what a
god.
player,
Ivan
man.
Toney
Ivan
tu.
Toney memang.
Ivan Toney
Itu
tu
yang
gila.
Arsenal kena tu.
Even Arsenal kena from him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I,
First day
I
of the
have
game,
watched,
Arsenal
First
kena.
game of the
I-
game.
I have watched Van Dijk and Matip play against some of the top strikers in the world and keep them quiet. Ivan Toney won every ball
Ripped.
against them.
He
was
raped
winning-
Liverpool's defense.
He was winning the ball against Matip. He was winning the ball
telah-
against Van Dijk.
I want to say this in Malay. Dia
Yeah,
telah
say in Malay.
memperkosakan defense Liverpool.
Ivan
Better don't
Toney,
use
I mean,
don't use the English word, right? You might get
Yeah.
get censored or get.
But I have to say
kena-
something. I have to say something, Harry, to Liverpool. I have to say something about Liverpool. I think Paul Frank, right? In this game,
Thomas
I think Paul
Frank.
Frank knew Thomas Frank.
Thomas
sorry,
Frank, Thomas
Thomas Frank. Yeah, Thomas Frank. I think he knew that Liverpool were going to score goals. I think he knew that he was going to concede goals. There's no point defending because
his
he
idea
knew
was
that-
to outscore Liverpool.
Yes,
His idea
yes,
was to outscore Liverpool. That's the game
absolutely.
he played. Yeah.
And
But-
amazingly, right, even though with the possession Liverpool had in the game, I mean, honestly, I thought Liverpool played. Of course, Liverpool played well. They scored some brilliant goals for Salah as well.
Should
so
have
I
scored
think
a lot more. Should have scored more.
should have scored a lot more. I think Diego Jota hit the post or something like that. If
No,
I'm
it
not
was world class
mistaken.
save, and then Salah was
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
hit over the
yeah.
bar.
So the
and all that,
goalkeeper, Brentford's goalkeeper, really, I think he was the man of the match,
David Raya.
in my opinion.
Outshone,
So,
yeah.
but I am so surprised to see a team like this, coming from the Championship into the Premier League, doing so well. I know, of course, there were some teams before who did really
Ada
well
banyak,
before.
betul.
But
Yeah.
I
Last
just
season Leeds
really-
pun macam tu.
Yeah,
Mm.
I just really hope that they keep on and they stay on this pace, throughout the season. And I think they would be a really good team to watch. But in reality, I don't think they can stand the
Yeah.
whole pressure of the Premier League.
Yeah.
Can I
You
also
know-
say one thing? Respect to them because they went to outscore Liverpool. Can they attack? They were
Yeah.
throwing bodies
And they
forward.
scored
were
the
really
fourth
attacking.
goal, but it was disallowed.
That was offside, like. It was clear offside.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm not too worried is because of one thing. Because they had a tactic that worked, but not many teams will play that and will work for them. Because there have been many teams that have tried a long ball against Liverpool, but Van Dijk and Matip clean it up because they play with one striker and they are not tall enough. Not many teams are like Brentford. They play with two. Tony is brilliant in the air. And also they were throwing bodies forward. So not many teams will be daring and brave enough to throw that many bodies forward against Liverpool because they will get killed on the break. So I'm not too worried because not many teams will do it. I don't think any team in the league will do it and brave enough to do it. But Brentford will give a game to any team in this
Nothing
league.
to
because
lose,
they
one.
just-
They got nothing to lose.
They got nothing, and they just go
promoted.
forward. But
No, and I think the
but
home
one
ground
more
run,
point.
the home ground,
Home ground as well. The
fans.
atmosphere is brilliant. But
Yeah.
just one more thing, Eugene, before we get your opinion on it as well. One thing that will cost Brentford, they will start the season well, they will do well, but I think they will start slipping mid-season because in the 6 games they have played so far, I read the stats. I nampak stat. Of the 11 players, 10 players have played every match. So they're not
they must-
rotating,
they
they're
will
not
be fatigued.
resting. That
Burn
means they're
out
very
lah.
depending. They will start fatigue because the way they play very intense as well. They will
Opponent
start
pun
dropping
nanti
down.
tahu. Opponent pun akan boleh baca.
Yeah.
Dia
Yes.
standard
Also-
standard championship punya team ni bila dia naik, dia pumpang dalam
One hit
beberapa
wonder
game.
lah.
Ya,
Macam one hit
lepas tu
wonder,
orang bila most manager dah baca, dia boleh counter. Itu yang tak ada kat manager championship ni, dia tak boleh nak counter balik. Itu yang
Betul je.
beza world class manager dengan manager biasa-biasa ni. Kan? Dia stick to one tactical macam kita tengok Leeds lah. Dia only have one apa tu?
One track.
Blueprint.
One blueprint.
Blueprint.
And dia keep on gunakan, and awal-awal tu memang menjadi. Memang function awal-awal. Tapi lama-lama orang dah dapat counter and dia tak nak ubah. Dia nak ubah susah. Sebab dia tak ada flexibility macam most world class manager lah. So kalau mungkin kita tak tahu manager Brentford kan, dia ada juga capability tu, ability nak flexible kan, nak jadi flexible. Kalau dia boleh, memang nice lah. Sebab EPL
Yeah, but I
kan.
don't know. But I don't know about you guys. I'm so excited to see Brentford in every single game. I want to watch their game.
Yeah.
No,
It's like
because it's a very good
the
very
style
good
of
to
football.
watch.
Yeah.
It's like the
Because
new
of
Leeds
the-
lah. It's like the
macam
new
Leeds.
Leeds.
Like Leeds last season lah, the beginning that time lah.
Kan semua
Then-
tengok Leeds game
Yeah,
gamenya.
Neutral untuk
Open
neutral tengok
open
memang
game,
shock.
open game lah. Yeah.
But also I'll make. I mean, I like what one say. I totally agree because they are new, they are fresh. People don't know how they play,
Yeah.
and I can almost I shouldn't be saying it, but I feel like I almost guarantee when they play Liverpool next, Klopp will know how they play now, and he will know how to deal with it. So we will have to see that. But I think it's also the new factor, which will surprise a lot of teams in the league when they first play them lah. But at the same time, Tony, I think is a good player, and I think top clubs should
Ada
buy him. I
character.
think he's a brilliant player.
Yeah.
Very good on the ground
But
and
Hari-
very good in the air.
Harry, I have a question for you. Since talking about Liverpool, right? I have a question for you. How was it possible that Van Dijk, was not able to deal with the onslaught that was coming on from Brentford's attack? I mean, he's a top class defender. How could he be so careless in that game?
Actually, it wasn't Van Dijk. It wasn't Van Dijk
Mm.
because they were playing with two strikers. And everyone can lose a header in the air because Tony is really, really tall. It was the second
They
ball.
lost the second ball. They lost the second
Liverpool
ball.
were
Yeah.
losing a lot of second balls, and the second
Yeah.
balls were being lost by the midfield. The midfield was not picking up the second balls. The defensive cover was not there. So I would blame more
Okay.
the midfield, really.
Yeah, so let me
But-
change the question. How was it possible? How was it possible that the midfield could actually do that? Because they are so much more better in terms of the kind of players that you guys have.
Yeah,
over
I think it was a
midfield.
surprise factor. Surprise factor. First time playing Brentford, they
Yeah.
didn't know how to approach them. They didn't know how to
They-
deal with them.
Brentford
And-
really pressed. That's all. Brentford really pressed them, and they
Yeah,
went for every
and-
ball. And the fight and the determination and intensity
Yeah.
that they had, right? If Spurs had 50% of that, we will be a different team. But they showed
Yeah.
so much. That's why even when they were down 2 times, they can come back and fight for it. That shows that there's a
Yep.
different
Yeah.
level of
No,
intensity.
The
and like I
determination
said-
is different level.
And like I said, Liverpool are not used to teams throwing like 6 players in the box. They're more used to
Yeah.
teams
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
back.
3-4 players.
So these
Yeah.
guys were throwing like 4 or 5 players in the box. They
Yeah.
were not used to it,
Yeah.
which is what
No,
something.
no.
I think
That's why I
teams will have
think
to take
they
note of.
didn't mind if you're down, you're losing.
I agree
correct?
with this as well. I think
Yeah.
Trent Alexander-Arnold needed a lot of backup. He didn't get enough
Yeah.
backup from Fabinho in the midfield to
Tapi
protect him.
macam
So they were
sama
bouncing on
dengan
him.
sama Leeds lawan Liverpool last season kan.
Yep.
Game open
Yeah.
juga kan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
first
very
game.
open game.
And
The
then
first game.
lepas tu tengok game ni 3-0. Once you know how to play Leeds, it's a different
Yeah.
story. Because these
Yeah.
newcomers,
Different
once you
story.
know how to play them,
Once
So
you
I
got
think
counter them lah, yeah.
the scenario sama je lah. Kecuali dia punya manager boleh ada flexibility tu lah untuk ubah
Flexibility
sikit
lah.
tactical dia.
but yeah,
No,
but
I just
overall,
wonder- I just
very,
wonder
very
if
entertaining game, man.
I just wonder if you talk about the squad depth of Brentford. Of course, don't have as many as the other teams, but I think because of the way they're playing this current time now, and if they continue this track, I think in the January transfer window, I think it's going to be quite exciting. Not just for the top
Yeah.
teams. I think it's going to be pretty exciting for all these kind of teams as well. You don't know what they're going to bring. You don't know what flavor they're going to add into the team. And with
Yeah.
Thomas Frank as the manager, he looks like a very exciting manager in my opinion.
Yeah.
The way he has generated that sort of environment for the club, the way the
hype.
atmosphere is around Brentford.
Yeah.
Oh, that atmosphere.
think
Atmosphere dekat
he
Spurs
has-
gila.
Yes.
Gila.
Yes,
the
done-
Dia
atmosphere
punya
dia.
home ground.
Yes, he's
Kuat
done a
tengok.
brilliant job.
Oh.
So
No lah,
I
guys,
love
but
to see that. Yeah.
But you must understand, guys, because this is Brentford's first time in the Premier League.
In the Premier League, so much of excitement.
Everything is built up. But what we see is right. Come December time,
Yeah.
come February time,
Oh.
that's when you burn out. Like
Yeah.
Ram is saying,
Yeah.
10 players has played all the games. They're gonna sooner or later
Yep.
gonna burn out one. Dia tak boleh tahan.
Yeah.
Fans dia pun
Yes,
sama
yes,
nanti burn out juga.
Ah,
Bila dah draw,
Okay.
bila dah kalah kan.
Okay, guys. Listen, great chat about the games from the weekend. It was awesome having you guys. Great input.
Yeah, man.
Arsenal, London is red. Spurs is going down. That's what we gathered from today, guys. But before we leave right tonight, let's get some predictions for the coming weekend, guys. Because we may not have you on the show for the preview show this weekend. Before the weekend, we may not see you. So just want to get your predictions going into the weekend as well. Who are you playing? Who is Spurs playing, Eugene?
Aston Villa home.
Okay, so let's get a prediction from you, man.
To tell the truth, this is a very, very important game for Nuno. Kalau dia tak menang kan, the pressure will be very, very high on him because
Nuno
don't forget,
Is it
Nuno out. No, Nuno out is already trending on Twitter, trending on YouTube, trending everywhere already. That one is the thing. But whether the
Nuno
owner
out,
was,
Oli in.
Oli is in, yeah.
Harry,
I
don't
think,
start lah. Don't start lah.
So what's the prediction, Eugene?
I would love us to win 2-0 lah, right? But then most probably if kalau kita menang, I see 1-0 lah. But 2-0, okay lah, I accept lah. Right.
Actually, in my opinion, it's a tough game, by the way. Villa just won.
Yeah,
Good
Villa is
side, man. Really good
pushover
side.
now. Yeah,
No
really
pushover,
good side
really
now.
good side. Danny
But to
Ings,
tell the
Ollie
truth,
Watkins.
we have to appear. We have to appear. We have to play the game. If not, more shit is gonna hit the fan.
But Eugene, I just gotta say this, right? I think you could be right because teams that go on a 3 defeat, I think they go on a 3 defeat, 4 defeats in a row. I think the 5th or 6th game or the 4th game, when they're playing the next game, they are bound to actually do something special. So I think
There should
Spurs
be a
have to-
response, lah.
Yeah.
There should be a response,
a
lah.
response.
Let's see.
And if there's no response, right, that means Nuno has actually lost the whole dressing room already. Lah. Simple as
Yeah,
that. Lah.
probably so.
If you
probably
put him
so.
there, right, to tell the truth, we'd
Yeah.
rather have Ryan Mason inside there, man.
Yeah, he did
Fair
a good
enough,
job,
fair
actually.
enough. What about you, Wan Guna? Arsenal main siapa?
Arsenal lawan Brighton.
Oh, wow.
Main
That-
kat home Brighton, I think.
Oh, that's
staying
tough
away.
game
You're a good
lah.
team,
Ooh,
ah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
Brighton.
it's not gonna be-
Brighton
not
is
gonna
a
be
really
super.
good team. Not
Graham-
an easy game. Prediction you?
Graham
Graham
Potter.
Graham Potter.
Oh, Graham
One of the
Potter
best
should be the
managers
new
sebenarnya.
Spurs manager actually.
Yeah.
Spurs should
Yeah,
have gone
yeah.
for Graham Potter.
No, you know
Dia
why?
bawa game
Dia punya
plan.
XG tahun
Oh,
lepas
tinggi.
sangat tinggi. Tapi
Yeah,
dia
yeah.
tak ada results. Tapi
Yeah.
tahun
Dia tak ada
ni dia
player.
I think the players are not that much. The players he has more or less the same players. I think the XG fruition sudah masuk dah. Dia sudah membuah.
Goal scoring.
Yeah.
Goal
Ah.
scoring now.
Yeah,
Sudah membuah dah.
yeah.
Durian sudah jatuh dah untuk dia.
Yeah.
He's,
Dah-
he's
dah-
a very, very good manager, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Graham
Very
Potter.
excited, man.
Awal-awal masa
Okay.
Arteta out punya trending pun, I suggest Graham Potter lah kalau nak ganti
Very
for apa tu,
Yeah.
short period.
Arteta.
Okay, untuk lawan Brighton, a tough game. Brighton memang gameplay dia bukan
Oh, very good
bukan-
keeping the ball.
ah,
Possession.
Joint top,
Possession
Joint top
best.
with Liverpool,
Yeah, join top
So
lagi ya.
tapi dengar rumours banyak player injured. One of the best player dia Bissouma pun dengar cerita
Yes.
out.
Yeah,
Akan
injured.
Oh,
out.
Bissouma out dah.
So
Yeah,
Oh,
itu
injured.
dengar lah.
Yeah.
Tapi tak tahulah going to the weekend kan macam mana. Tapi kalau macam tu lega sikit lah dengar kan. Bila banyak out. Memang tough game. Paling-paling Arsenal boleh beat 2-1.
2-1 to Arsenal.
I think,
Two-one.
I think if Bissouma is out, then I think Arsenal win lah. From what I've seen from
Yeah.
Arsenal, but if Bissouma plays,
Bissouma is
I think
very
it might
good.
be a draw lah. Bissouma is a
Yeah.
brilliant player.
Very
All right, Ram, who is United playing?
United playing with Everton at Old Trafford.
Oh, Rafa Benitez.
Yep.
Oh.
Rafa Benitez is
Yeah,
going to get you
tough
one
game.
result over here.
Wait,
Not easy, man.
Rafa Benitez has never had a good record with United.
Hey, we won 4-1. Rafa Benitez
Yeah,
beat
that was
United
one
4-1
game.
at Old
That was
Trafford.
one game. That was one game, dude. We won the
This
rest.
weekend is
Okay.
also one game.
So
This weekend
yeah,
is also
so,
one game.
Chill. But this, you see, you must understand. You must understand, Harry. Everton, they're a good side and all. But I don't think so. They have what it takes to win at Old Trafford. So I think
So what's your
it's
prediction?
going to win.
Put your,
But
put
I
your
know,
neck on
I
the
know.
block, bro.
Okay, put my neck on the block. I know Everton will score goals. I know they can score. So I'm not going to say a clean sheet for United. I'm going to go with a 4-2 United win.
Yeah, I think United boleh win.
Yeah,
Okay.
4-2.
Eugene, I'm actually going to say Everton are going to get a result because there's
Hey,
one person
you
who.
Liverpool
if there's-
fan, you want to support Merseyside?
No. If there's if there's one manager who knows how to get his team to defend, be organized, not concede, is Rafa Benitez, bro. He used to manage us.
No,
I
Harry.
know how he can.
Harry, I think Everton will play very well.
Yeah.
Tapi
Yep.
Ole akan menang. Ole akan
Yeah.
dapat goal last minute ke
Yeah.
apa macam selalu.
No lah,
I
Maybe
no lah,
dapat
because
penalty on the sky
don't forget, MU lost 3 games already also lah, so they must win one of the games.
Yeah,
already,
they
so
must
bounce back lah,
bounce-
mesti ada
bounce
sikit
back
lah.
lah.
Let them beat Villarreal lah. They will
Eh,
lose to
but then
Everton.
guys, MU playing away ke home?
Home.
Home.
We play Old Trafford.
Oh, them home.
Yeah,
okay
actually,
lah.
good point here by Mambang. Actually, Demarai Gray and Andros Townsend,
Yeah.
2 players to watch.
Yeah.
Both players on form
Yep.
for Everton, actually.
Spurs
okay.
players some more.
And of course, I want a prediction from all of y'all as well as me because the biggest game of this weekend is Liverpool Man
Oh.
City at Anfield.
Top
Top of the table clash. Top of the table clash. Let's start with Eugene.
I see it as a 1-1 draw lah.
Okay, 1-1.
Just to be a bit neutral lah. and
What about
Liverpool
you,
can maintain the top lah.
And Liverpool and Man City main dekat Anfield.
Anfield.
Anfield. I think 1-0 lah to Liverpool.
Oh, thank you, bro. What about you, Ram?
Well, this is where it's so difficult for me, right? I hate the noisy neighbors of Manchester City.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have my friend who's so disappointing, my biggest rival Liverpool. Okay, if I both can lose, I'll be super happy. Obviously, you can't. So I think I'm going to play safe. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw.
Yeah. Both of them drop points kan. Then MU menang,
Yeah.
they leapfrog
That is the
lah.
only way to see both teams lose. So 0-0, I think it's going to be like that. Yep.
Well, I hope we win 2-1 lah, but let's see how that one goes, lah,
Yeah.
guys. That's my
Let's see how
prediction
that
lah.
one
2-1, tough
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Very worried
Tough
about the game though.
Yep.
Tu kan
And
hari
yes, huh?
Malam ni nak tidur, nak
Tu-
layan.
tu kan lah.
Oh,
Sama juga.
I think I'll
Liverpool
watch
Porto
also lah.
tonight. Good game.
Let's
Good
see how
game
it goes.
tonight.
Let's see
Malam
how
ni
it goes.
saya tidur je lah.
So I also tidur saja sih.
Champions
Eugene
League.
I also tidur.
Eh,
Tidur
tapi
je
Eugene,
lah.
you adakan itu apa European Conference
Conference.
ke apa? Conference
Conference.
ke apa tu?
Conflicts
When
Cup.
does,
Conflict-
when does
Conflicts
the
Cup.
Spurs? When
Conflicts
is that
Cup.
fixture? Like, is it a
Khamis
Friday or something?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Eugene,
we always
you
do
rasa
Thursday.
rugi tak Spurs main Conference League?
To tell the truth,
Waste of time.
kalau masuk European night, tak ada rugi lah. Just as long you get the European night kan. That's the fans yang nak kan. You want to see your team play football. Especially kalau you dapat bad results. I think we are playing NS Mura at home on Thursday. And if
You're
bloody...
gonna play Social League team.
Yeah, something like that.
Sunday.
From Slovenia. And kalau si Nuno tak boleh kalahkan MS Mura, habis lah dia.
Yelah, at least
Murah lah. Kalau tak
At
kalah
least-
murah, dia murah lah.
Murah.
Murah.
At least ada satu team yang boleh buat punching bag lah.
Yeah,
Punching
something
bag,
like that
punching
lah.
bag
Yeah.
Okay, anyway,
That's
guys, really thanks for joining us on the show today. It
Oh,
was
thanks for having
excellent
us here.
reviewing-
Thanks.
Yeah.
Really excellent reviewing the games. Good to hear One Gunner's excitement about Arsenal getting a big win. And then obviously it was good to make your chest lighter as well. I'm sure Eugene expressing your frustration and ranting
Yeah.
about Spurs off the field and on the field as well. Ram, over to you, man.
Cheers, guys. And Eugene, I think you lost some weight after renting out.
Lost some
You know,
hair.
so all I have to say is, first of all, guys, before we end the show, One Gunner, thank you so much for joining us. Giving a bit of your time to really be part of our show, and for all the Arsenal fans who are actually watching this show today,
Please
don't
subscribe
forget
to
subscribe
One Gunner's channel.
to
Yeah.
One Gunner's channel. He has a lot of wonderful updates for Arsenal. A really good show. I enjoy watching your videos. One, keep up the good work, and hope to see you again really soon.
Yeah.
For Eugene, of course, he's a
All the
Spurs
Spurs
fan
fans out there.
as well. So all the Spurs fans out there, you can hop on to Spurs U Asian TV. Watch his updates. Again, Eugene, brilliant work you've done as well. Keep up the good work. And we look forward to having you on the show again. All right. But before we end the show, I want to request something from One, because we haven't seen Arsenal win in a long time against a team like that and scoring 3 goals. One, boleh tak you buat one cheer, Arsenal cheer or something just for your
One
for your
Arsenal chant or
fans,
cheer or something. lah,
Yeah, something, for your fans. Come on.
I tak ada Arsenal cheer lah. Tapi kalau sekarang ada lagu baru untuk Oh Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu. Oh, Tomiyasu.
And it's perfect as well for Eugene lah, because you miss out on a song which you could have adopted as well.
Yes.
Okay, guys, listen, pleasure.
Okay.
Ram, you want to sign off, brother?
Yes, brother. All right, guys. Signing off from the plot, Malaysia. Join us, guys. This is the show for the fans.
Bye, the fans. Guys, Liverpool
Bye,
also
the
have a new
fans.
chant. The new chant the fans are singing right now. I have to end the show with that. The Reds have
I don't
got
wanna
no
listen to
money,
that.
but we'll still win the league. The Reds have got no money, but we'll still win the league. The Reds have got no money, but we'll still win the league. Hey,
Okay, bye,
cheers,
bye,
guys.
BB out.
Okay.